Hello, I'm Dr. Laura Murillo, President and CEO of the Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. We are so excited to have this phenomenal entrepreneur, philanthropist, and leader on our program. Her name is Dorene Dominguez. Her company is Vanir. They are members, and we're excited to have her here. Dorene, thank you so very much.
Dr. Murillo, thank you for having me. I'm so excited about my participation with the Chamber and with your leadership, of course.
We appreciate that. And I know that your company is celebrating a huge milestone with you at the helm. Tell us about that.
Yes, so 60 years, indeed, a milestone, especially with when you think about 36% of businesses don't make it to their 10th anniversary. So my father started out of a duplex in 1964. I think many of your members can identify with humble beginnings as they started their own businesses, in particular Latino businesses and entrepreneurs. And we start at a need to take care of our families. And so that's what makes us so great in terms of our entrepreneurship, our dedication of hard work, and how we excel in helping others.
Yes, and you all have done that. I know you have a great interest in this city in particular. And as a woman, as an entrepreneur in a space that is male dominated. And so you have successfully navigated those waters. And I know you have a lot of advice for entrepreneurs. Give us one nugget of that advice.
I think that you should always lead with your passion. In other words, if you follow your passion and you know what you want to do in terms of changing that community or providing a craft of quality and excellence, you don't have to work a day of your life because you're doing what you want to do.
Well, thank you for that. Now, speaking of, part of your legacy, I believe, is making sure that you've been philanthropic. Tell us some of the ways that you personally and your company have done that.
One of the core values is giving back, and for my father's legacy, I started a 501(c) called the Dominguez Dream. We focus on STEAM and literacy, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. In addition, we provide, and this is to help underserved students in the third, fourth, fifth graders to excel and be exposed to engineering, art, math, science, and it's been a great and successful program. In addition to that, we also provide internships for underserved students in the high school level as well as college level. And this is important because many times companies say we can't find them. There's no qualified candidates. Well, as leaders, we have a responsibility to grow our own and to identify those diamonds in the rough and those talents.
And you've done so. And of course, for entrepreneurs, especially in your business, the connection, the opportunity to do business with some of these large corporations is challenging, but you've been successful at it. Tell us a little bit about some of the major corporations that Vanir is partnering with.
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to tell you, Dr. Murillo, is that 95% of our work is prime work. So we don't really partner with many of the larger firms. We actually have them as our sub or in some joint venture partnerships. But primarily, 95% of our work, we're leading the charge, and we have sub-consultants, and we're very committed to diversity in terms of our sub-consultants.
So what advice do you have to people who are trying to be sub-consultants? What are some of the things that you have found in all your experience that would be helpful for someone who wants to be a sub?
Yes, well, I would certainly say, go to the exchange programs. I know the chamber has a lot of meet and greets, subs meeting the primes. I think also to identify what your craft is and make sure you're the best at it. So that when that prime is looking at identifying a sub to fill that position, that you have the qualifications to fulfill that niche and be uniquely positioned to do that. I wouldn't just rely on your minority women, minority business enterprise certification, even though that is so important, but also your craft is just equally as important as that designation.
Yes, it is. And one other question, and certainly very impressive, has been your role as a minority owner of a franchise. Tell us about that sporting industry and what that has meant to you personally.
Certainly. So I'm the first Latina to own a basketball team. I'm a governor of the NBA Sacramento Kings, and I'm very proud to hold that title. But, it's important to me that I'm not the only one, that there are others that minority Latinos and Latinas be owners in the NFL and the NBA. Very important that we diversify that because guess what? Guess who's buying the tickets? It's our community. And if we're buying the tickets and if we're that market, we need to be at the top of the helm as well.
Yes, well, Dorene, you have led the way in so many areas, and you have been blessed and have done great things through your philanthropic efforts and hiring so many employees and helping our economy. We are so proud of you here in Houston at this chamber, and we are at your service. All the best, Dorene.
Thank you so much.